Todd Family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd Family part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you jump on here live here on this Thursday evening, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Make sure to give the video a like, a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so and share the video on all social media platforms. I want to say I did a video like this about this time last year, but I could be wrong. But this is the latest that I can ever remember WrestleMania happening. It's usually the end of March, 1st of April. This year it's not till mid-April. Good evening, Kebron. Glad to have you here. Hey there, Jacob. Glad to have you here. But it's still so far away that there'll be some more matches added, especially considering WrestleMania will be 2 nights. And I want to say last year was either 6 matches both nights or 6 matches one night and 7 matches one night. So a total of 12 or 13 matches. Right now there's about 7 matches that you can pretty much guarantee are going to be on the card. So we've still got probably 5 or 6 more to add. ESPN's also said that both nights of WrestleMania, the first hour at 6 o'clock Eastern Time, will air live on ESPN. They also announced earlier in the week that Drew McIntyre is taking on Cody Rhodes tomorrow night on SmackDown. You too, Jacob. Hopefully I'll see you Saturday at Nerd U Wrestling in Cornelia, Georgia. But here's what we have so far. Come on, son. Lay down. My son woke up. Sorry about that. But we're going to have CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. And then we're going to have Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv Morgan. I think Drew McIntyre is going to drop the belt to Cody Rhodes tomorrow night. So at WrestleMania, Drew McIntyre is going to be taking on Jacob Fatu. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. Brock Lesnar laid out an open challenge, and they did that because they honestly have no clue who Brock is going to wrestle as of yet. But they know that Brock is too big of a draw to not have on the card. But they really have no idea who he's going to wrestle. So I'm going to predict Brock will wrestle Oba Femi. Then we're going to have El Grande Americano versus El Grande Americano. I think whoever loses, we end up having to unmask. And then Cody Rhodes, after he wins the belt tomorrow on SmackDown, will go up against Randy Orton at WrestleMania. And Bone, I'd like to comment on that, but I know nothing about Buford T. Justice. And Kick the Habit, glad to have you here. So those are the 7 matches you can pretty much guarantee are going to happen. I don't know, which ones will be night 1 and which ones will be night 2. They've been doing it to where one of the nights, the main event is a women's match. And then the other night, the main event is a men's match. But, if they only do that this year, again, which men's match will be the main event, because, CM Punk used to whine all the time about, not being WrestleMania main event. But at the same time, they love some Cody Rhodes. So you would think if the men are only going to headline one of the nights, that whatever night it is, the men headline would be Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. But not only did CM Punk, used to whine all the time about never main event in WrestleMania, he's also wrestling Roman Reigns, who always main events WrestleMania. So they're either going to have the men headline both nights, or, 2 of the 4 big time guys they're pushing right now will not be in the main event. I love Drew McIntyre, Jacob. I always have, but he's taking some time off right after WrestleMania to go film a movie. So WrestleMania will be his last match for a while. And I don't think Jacob Fatu is ready to be a world champion. So the only way to have Drew wrestle Jacob Fatu in the match makes sense is to have Drew not be champion. But I've always been a huge Drew McIntyre fan. I've never been a big Cody Rhodes fan. When Cody was in AEW, I always said, Cody's a great talent. He's a great mid card guy, but I just don't think he's world championship material. And I still feel that way. I'm just not as big on Cody as everybody else is. Yeah, he's Dusty's son, but nothing about him has ever impressed me. He's got average look, average size, average build. I've just never understood the hype behind Cody Rhodes. The fans love him. That's great. But me personally, I'm just not a big Cody fan. And because of that, I'm sick and tired of seeing Cody in the main event. So I'm hoping that Cody will drop the belt to Randy Orton at WrestleMania. And that, of course, is just my prediction. Any thoughts on any of this, please feel free to let me know. Hey there, Martinez. Glad to have you here. You are just in time for our dad joke of the day. But Kick the Habit and Martinez, I don't recognize y'all's name. So if it is y'all's first time being here for whatever reason, made y'all stop by the channel tonight, thank you very much. Feel free to give the video a like, a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tell your friends, tell your family all about the channel. Let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. My friend started dating a baker. She thought he was rich. Well, of course, he wasn't. So I asked her, why'd you think he'd be rich? Well, he told me he made a lot of dough. And that does it for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3.